Hello students, I am Nilamjana, SST teacher of Woodbine Modern School. Today I am going to start the new chapter, Climate. At first, what is the term of climate? What do you understand by climate? The term climate is the sum total of weather conditions, including variations, area for a long period of time, more than 30 years. It means climate change after a long period. You know students, our country is so vast country. In the previous chapter, we read about physical feature of India. There are different types of landform found in our country. So, when the different types of landform, there are climates are so different. It's a variation of climates. That's the next topic, weather. The state of the atmosphere as a particular place and time, that is heat, cloudiness, dryness, sunshine, wind, rain, etc. It means weather change day to day and time to time weather change. For examples, in the morning time, suppose in the morning time is a cloudy day, but it is not sure. It's afternoon, it could be cloud. It may be cloudy day. So weather is change day to day, time to time. So students, in our country, there are many climates. It depends upon our landform. Do you know, students? In our country, it's mostly climate. It's the monsoon type of climates. In India, the most climates in the monsoon type of climate. What's the next topic? Regional climatic variation in India. It means our country is climatic variation. Temperature. Temperature is so different region in the different. In the summer, the 50-degree temperature of the Rajasthan, it's a Thar desert, but it's similarly, it's a Jammu and Kashmir. There are 20-degree temperature in the summer month. So Jammu and Kashmir and Rajasthan, there are variations of the climate. It's a Jammu Kashmir is the 20-degree centigrade and Rajasthan is the 50-degree centigrade. And same condition is the certain place. There are a difference between day and night temperature. For example, in the Rajasthan is the Thar desert. Thar desert is the in the winter season, day and the cooling and night minus 50-degree temperature. On the other hand, at the Kerala and Andaman, there are same temperature. There are no differences day and night temperature in the Andaman Nicobar Island and Kerala. So our country, India, there are many variations in the temperatures. Climatic variation, temperature, and next precipitations. It means rainfall. Rainfall are not same in our country. There are so variations. Somewhere heavy rainfall and some places are low rainfall. There are and it rain rest of the countries. The Meghalaya is over 400 centimeter and Ladakh and Western Rajasthan little rainfall. There are 10 to 25 centimeter. And that is it's a receive of the little rainfall. So temperature and precipitations both are variations in our country. It's uneven. Somewhere heavy rainfall and somewhere low rainfall. So, students, I hope climate, the term of climate you understand. And weather, climate, what is the differences of weather and climate? So, weather is changed day to day and climate is changed after a long period. It's more than 30 years. So, it's a differences weather and climate. It's a next topic, climatic control. It means which elements those control a climate. You name the elements which is the control of the climate. At first elements latitudes and next attitudes and after that distance of the sea, distance from the sea and pressure in wind system and ocean currents and relief features. There are 6 major elements of the climatic control. 6 elements. Number 1 elements, latitudes. Latitudes there are 6 major elements of the climatic control. Latitude, attitude, pressure and wind. Ocean currents. There are six major elements of the climatic control, which is the control of the climate. At first, latitudes. Latitude, the meaning of latitude, you know that those lines run from east to west are called latitudes. For examples, Ludhiana and Simla, both city in the it's the same latitudes. Both cities situated in the same latitudes, but temperature are not same. Like it's the same latitudes. Latitude are same, but attitudes is not same. There are temperature are differences. At it, Simla situated is the mountain area. This is the mountains area, and this is plain area. So Ludhiana is situated plain areas, and Simla is situated mountains area. So there are altitude is differences. So temperatures are therefore temperatures are differences. So latitudes and attitudes both are interdependent. So next topic, distance from sea. Those areas, distance from sea, it means coastal areas. Those areas near to the coastal areas like Mumbai, Kolkata, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, and those areas situated in the near the sea, there is no differences in the temperature. For examples, there are continental type of climate. It means and not too hot and not too cold. There are continental type of climate. And those areas at the far away from the coastal areas like Bihar and Uttar Pradesh, there are many differences in the coastal areas. So coastal areas temperature and those areas far away from the coastal area, there are variation of the temperature. So latitude, altitude and distance from sea, and next pressure and wind. Pressure and wind system and the area depend on the latitude and the altitudes. Those area so depends upon the latitudes. For example, it's the Himalayas latitudes and Uttar Pradesh in Bihar. Their latitudes are differences, so wind pressure also differences. So it depends upon the pressure and wind. Both are depends upon the latitudes and the altitudes. Those area depends upon latitudes. And the next topics in the ocean currents. Ocean currents is the along with ocean currents. Ocean currents with onshore wind affect the climate of the coastal area. For example, any coastal area, warm or cold current flow past warm and cool wind are the system. It means ocean currents. Ocean currents are two types. There's a hot ocean currents and cold ocean currents. When hot ocean currents, there are warm of the coastal areas, and when cold ocean currents, their coastal areas are cool. So ocean currents when it depends upon the wind. And next, relief features. Relief features is the major factor is the climatic control. Relief, it means plains, plateaus, landform. Landform are different. So landform is the major elements which is the control of the climates. Landform when relief is different, there are also climate is differences. In the previous chapter, you read about the relief. So our country relief, so variation, our countries is different types of landform and the mountains, plateaus, coastal area. When relief features when change, there are temperature also change. So I think climatic control, these elements you are understand. As the next topic, factors affecting India's climate. It means which is the factors. Those factors. What is the factors affecting of the climate? So number one, factors latitudes. Latitude is the main factor which is affecting the climate. Latitudes. The topic of Cancer passes through the middle of the country from the run of Kutch in the west to Missouri in the east. Almost half of the country lying south of the Tropic of Cancer belong to the tropical areas. All the remaining areas north of the tropic lie subtropics. Therefore, India's climate has characteristics tropical as well subtropical climates. So, students, our country topics. Factor affecting. Factors affecting India's, which is the factors affect to India's climate. It's the first factor, latitudes. Latitude. You know, students, our country is a topic of cancer. Tropic of Cancer is the longest latitudes. It's a 0 degree latitudes. So Tropic of Cancer divide into our country. It's a two half, equal half, northern half and southern half. Northern and southern. North part. So Tropic of Cancer in our country, in most India. So southern part and northern part both are deep. Northern part subtropical. Northern part, our country India, it also called subtropical part. Subtropical part. And southern part is the tropical. So Tropic of Cancer, our India divided into two parts. In our country, two parts. Tropic of Cancer. So our country is divided two parts. Northern part is the subtropical part and southern part is the tropical part. So our country is so vast country, you know. So there are many latitudes. So temperature is also differences. So latitude is the main factors is the which is effect to the climate. And next attitudes. It's a next topic. Next topic is the attitudes. Uh, attitudes. India has the mountains to north. You know, in the northern mountain is the situation Himalayas mountains. Himalayas mountain. So northern part Himalayas mountain and after that plain and plateaus. So the variation of the latitude, variation of the relief. Therefore, temperature are so variation. And which has average height 6,000 meters. And average height 6,000 meter to 8. So India also has vast coastal areas. Our country is a vast coastal areas. It's a coastal areas. Which areas near to sea are called